My beloved son, my precious daughter, today I come to you with a heart overflowing with love, security, and deep peace. Every word I share at this moment is a reminder of the faith that unites us, a faith that is the source of strength amid your pain and challenges. I know that many times the road seems long and arduous, but I am here to tell you that you do not have to walk alone. I am by your side, holding you with love and care, ready to lighten the burden you carry. Therefore, I ask that you stay with me until the end of this message, for what I am about to reveal can profoundly and lastingly transform your life. The pain you feel, the anguish that often seems suffocating, all of this is about to be enveloped by the balm of my love. There is a solution for every suffering, a healing for every wound. Throughout this journey, we will walk together on paths of renewal and hope. With every step, my hand is extended, ready to guide and support you. This is a unique opportunity to hear what my heart wishes to communicate, a message that can ignite within you a new flame of faith and trust. So open your heart and listen attentively, for I am here with you always. I feel every tear you have shed, every sigh of exhaustion that has risen in the silence of the night. I know your struggles, your fears, and the pain that often weighs on your shoulders. But today I come to remind you that there is no battle you face alone. With every challenge life presents to you, I am by your side, whispering to your heart that you are strong enough to overcome. Not with the strength that comes from you, but with the strength that I give you, with the power of my love that transforms weakness into strength. The world around you may be confusing, chaotic, and at times unfair. But I want you to know that even in the midst of chaos, my hand remains extended toward you. What you feel now is not permanent. It is a phase that will pass. I am here to calm the turmoil within you, bringing a peace that the world cannot offer. The pain may seem unbearable, but know that healing is closer than you think. My presence is the relief your heart seeks, the safe refuge where you can rest. Let me take care of you. Trust in my unfailing love. The pressures of life may sometimes make you feel like you are on the brink of giving up. But listen carefully. You are not alone in this struggle. I am by your side, fighting for you, even when you do not realize it. I know the uncertainties that haunt your mind, the what-ifs that insist on stealing your peace. But I want you to know that my plan for you is in motion, even when you cannot see the bigger picture. I work behind the scenes of your life, moving pieces, opening doors, and preparing a path to victory. There is a purpose in every moment of your journey, even in the parts that seem most difficult to bear. I want you to trust me, to fully surrender to my will, because what I am building for you is greater than anything you could imagine. Your fears do not define who you are. Your mistakes do not distance you from my love. I am here to remind you that, regardless of what has happened or what is happening, you are deeply loved and will never be abandoned. Believe me, the best is yet to come. Do you sometimes feel that your faith is too small to endure the challenges ahead? Know that even the smallest seed of faith, when placed in me, can move mountains. I do not ask you to be perfect, nor do I expect you to have all the answers. What I desire from you is simply to trust, to allow yourself to be vulnerable in my presence, for it is precisely in your weakness that my strength is revealed. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity for me to show how faithful I am in all circumstances. There are moments when silence seems to be my only answer, but even in silence I am working. Do not underestimate what I can do in your life, even when you do not see immediate changes. Believe that something is happening in your favor, something grand that is being prepared. With each passing day, you are getting closer to a transformation that only I can accomplish. Trust the process, keep your heart open, and allow yourself to be shaped by my hands. What I have for you is infinitely better than anything you could imagine. I know there are times when the pain seems too much to bear, when tears become your constant companions and your heart feels crushed under the weight of suffering. But listen carefully. I have not abandoned you. In every tear, in every sigh of pain, I am by your side, holding your hand and strengthening you. I know it can be hard to believe this when everything around you seems to be crumbling, but I want you to trust me. The suffering you feel now will not last forever. The storm that has descended upon your life will pass, and what will come afterward will be an indescribable peace, a renewal that will make you look back and realize you were never alone. Every step of the way, I have been with you, carrying you when your strength ran out, supporting you when fear tried to take hold of your soul. I am your sustenance, your firm rock amid the raging sea. Allow yourself to rest in my arms, to find refuge in my love. No matter how dark the night may seem, dawn is coming, bringing with it new hope, a new chance to live fully under my protection. I love you with a love that never fails. I am here by your side as you read these words because I know exactly what you are feeling right now. I feel your anguish, your doubts, the weight that so often seems unbearable to carry. And I want you to know that there has not been a single moment when you have been alone on this journey. Even in moments when it seems like everything around you is falling apart, I am with you, holding your hands, guiding your steps, even when you cannot see it. Every step you take, every tear that falls, I am present, supporting you with all my love. I know your weaknesses, your insecurities, and the times when you feel lost. But I want to remind you of something very important. Your worth is not in the circumstances you face, but in the unchanging love I have for you. This love is the firm foundation where you can always lean, even when everything else seems to crumble. Let me be your cornerstone, your security in days of uncertainty. In me, you find rest. There is no burden too heavy when you choose to hand me your worries. In the dark nights, when sleep does not come, and your mind is invaded by troubling thoughts, know that I am there. Yes, by your side, with unwavering love, taking care of you. Many times you question whether I can see your pain, your fears, and the answer is always yes. I see everything. And even if you don't understand it now, know that I am working tirelessly on your behalf. None of your pain is ignored. None of your tears are in vain. Each one is being transformed into something precious, something that will bring new meaning to your life. I know that sometimes it feels like there is no way out, that hope seems distant. But I want you to believe what I am telling you. There is a way, there is a solution, and it is much closer than you imagine. What you feel as an overwhelming weight, I can lift. The pain that consumes your heart, I can heal. There is nothing I cannot transform. You just need to trust and let me work in your life. Believe that even in moments of greatest silence, I am acting. I know that sometimes silence can feel deafening, as if I am distant. But I want you to understand that even in the silence, I am by your side, working in ways you cannot see. I am moving mountains for you, preparing a path that will lead you to a victory that at this moment you cannot even imagine. But for this to happen, you need to surrender to my will, trust in my plans, even when they don't make sense. Every step you take, every challenge you face, is part of a bigger process. I know that the pain may seem unbearable now, but it is temporary. What I am preparing for you is eternal, and it will bring a peace that nothing in this world can offer. So do not be discouraged, do not lose hope. I am building something greater, something that will transform not only what is around you, but also your inner self. Trust that this entire process has a purpose, and that I am by your side every step of the way. As you continue your journey, I want you to know that every difficult moment you face has a purpose, I know that many times it is challenging to understand this in the heat of battle, when everything seems uncertain and the pain is real. But I tell you with all my certainty, nothing happens in your life without me seeing it, without me being present. You are not being left aside, nor forgotten. On the contrary, every step you take is under my watchful eye. Every pain you feel is felt by me as well, and I am preparing a path that will bring restoration. I know you have gone through moments when you felt your strength was fading, when it seemed there was nothing more to be done. Yet even in those moments, when everything within you screamed to give up, I was by your side, holding you in invisible ways. I am shaping you, strengthening your faith, and filling your heart with a new perspective. Nothing you face is in vain. Everything has a purpose that, even if you cannot see it now, is leading you to a place of peace and security that I have prepared for you. There are times when despair seems to be the only feeling left, and fear takes hold of your heart. But I want you to listen closely. Fear has no power over you. It can only paralyze you if you allow it. And I am here, ready to free you from any shackles that fear has placed on your heart. Each day, with each challenge, I am strengthening you. Even if you do not notice, your faith is growing, your soul is being renewed. Trust in me, I know what I'm doing. The change you so desire, the transformation you cry out for, has already begun. There is nothing I have set aside, nothing that has been forgotten. Every request of yours, every prayer made in silence, every thought of uncertainty, I have heard. I am responding. And the answer does not always come in the way you expect, but know that it is on its way. What I am preparing for you is much greater than anything you can imagine, and it requires patience and faith. I need you to trust me, even when you cannot see the path ahead. I know the deep wounds you carry, those that sometimes you cannot even express in words. The pains that came from broken relationships, from unfulfilled dreams, from losses you never expected. But let me remind you that I am the healer of those wounds. No matter how deep they are, I can heal them completely. I'm not talking about a superficial healing that merely masks the pain. I am talking about a healing that goes to the core of your being, that transforms from the inside out and gives you a new beginning. Trust me for this healing. I am the restorer. You are never beyond my reach, never so lost that I cannot find you. Every day you face, every decision you make, I am present. Even when you feel small and powerless, I am your fortress. No matter how big the mountain in front of you is, no matter the size of the giant you face, I am greater. And I am empowering you to win, to overcome, to move beyond any obstacle. You do not need to fear, for I am with you. Even though the path ahead may seem difficult, filled with obstacles and uncertainties, I am preparing a future full of hope. What I am building in your life is not just for today, but for all eternity. I know that sometimes it is hard to trust when circumstances are adverse, but I want you to keep walking by faith. The victory I have for you is not far off. It is closer than you think. Each day that you trust in me, each moment that you choose to surrender to my will, is a step toward that victory. I continue to walk alongside you, dear son, dear daughter, because I know the road can be tough and sometimes lonely. But I'm here to remind you that you are never truly alone. Even in the darkest moments, when the world seems to be crumbling around you, I am by your side, holding you up with my strength. Every difficulty you face, every tear that falls, I see and feel. There is not a battle you face without my presence, and I want you to know that there is no pain I cannot heal. Sometimes, the weight of the world feels unbearable, and you wonder if you can go on. But I am here, by your side, holding your hand, lifting you up in the moments when you feel weak. I want you to trust me, to allow me to carry the burdens you insist on bearing alone. I am your fortress, and in me you will find rest. Allow yourself to rest. Let me take care of you. My presence is the security your heart seeks, and I never fail. I know the future may seem uncertain and at times frightening, but I want you to trust that I am preparing something wonderful for you. Each day, I am shaping your path, even when you cannot see it. You may ask, why is it taking so long? Why don't things change already? The answer lies in my timing. I know what is best for you, and in due time, you will see the transformation you so long for. I am faithful, and my promise to care for you will never fail. Even when the challenges seem insurmountable, know that I am preparing a way out, a path for you to move forward. There is no situation I cannot change. There is no circumstance too great for my power. What you see now as an immense problem, as something impossible to solve, will soon be transformed. I am working on your behalf, moving mountains you cannot see. Trust that at the right moment, everything will become clear. I see your heart. I see your intentions, your hopes, and your fears. I know how much you desire to do what is right, how much you want to follow the path I have laid out for you. And know that even when you stray or feel unworthy, I am still here. It is not about perfection. It is not about never making mistakes. It is about trusting in me, surrendering your life into my hands, and allowing me to guide you. When you feel lost, I am the way. When you feel weak, I am your strength. The transformation you seek has already begun. Perhaps you do not see the results yet. Maybe it still seems like things are not changing, but I tell you, trust. The process may be slow, but it is certain. I am molding you, strengthening you, preparing you for something much greater than you can imagine. What I am building in your life goes beyond the present moment. It has an eternal purpose. And I want you to know that each day, each step, is part of that perfect plan. I will never leave you, never forsake you. No matter how difficult the circumstances may be, I am by your side, walking with you. And in the moments when you cannot walk, I carry you. My promise is faithful, my love is constant, and my presence is unbreakable. Keep trusting, keep believing, because I am working for you. The victory you are waiting for is closer than you think, and I will take you there. I am here with you, knowing every pain, every thought that crosses your mind, even those you cannot express in words. I feel the weight you carry and the struggles that seem endless. I know that at times you look ahead and cannot see a way out, a solution that makes sense for the issues surrounding you. But know that I, the Lord, am the answer to all your questions, the light that dispels the darkness that seems to surround your life. I am not distant, nor am I indifferent to what you face. On the contrary, I am deeply involved in every detail of your existence. Everything you experience has a purpose, even if you cannot see it now. The journey may seem hard and lonely, but I am by your side, supporting you every step of the way. When your feet stumble, it is I who holds you. When your strength seems to fade, it is I who renews you. I am your strength, your unshakable rock, the anchor that keeps your soul steady amid the storms. You may feel that the problems around you are multiplying, that the difficulties are becoming heavier. But remember, none of this is greater than I am. There is no circumstance, no challenge that is too great for my power. Every adversity you face is an opportunity for me to show my care, for you to see how faithful I am in keeping my promises. You have not been forgotten, and you never will be. I have seen every tear, every sigh of weariness, and I am preparing a path of victory for you. I know that many times you question why things happen the way they do. You wonder why the answers take so long, why the doors seem to be closed. But I want you to trust me, even when you do not understand. My plans are greater than yours, and what I am preparing for you is beyond your comprehension at this moment. The delay is not a rejection, but rather part of a process that is shaping you, preparing you for what is to come. The transformation you seek has already begun. It may not yet be visible to your eyes, but I am working. Behind the scenes of your life, I am moving every piece at the perfect time. Do not worry if things seem to be at a standstill, because what I am doing in you and for you goes beyond what you can imagine. Keep trusting, keep believing, for the answer you seek is on its way. I never fail, and my promises to you will be fulfilled. Many times you feel overwhelmed, as if the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But I did not create you to carry these burdens alone. I am the one who invites you to come to me, to rest in me, to cast all your cares upon me. There is no problem too big or too small that you cannot bring to me. I am the God who cares for the smallest details of your life. I know what you need even before you ask, and I am working to ensure that each of those needs is met at the right time. Regarding your faith, I know that sometimes you feel it is small, insufficient to face the challenges that arise. But I want to remind you that even the smallest seed of faith, when placed in me, can move mountains. It is not the size of your faith that matters, but the power of the one in whom you trust. I am the one who can do the impossible, the one who turns chaos into order, the one who brings life where there is death. And I am doing this for you right now, even if you cannot see it yet. Every struggle you face, every pain you feel, is being used to shape you, to transform you into the person I intended for you to be. I know this is not always easy to understand, but trust that all the suffering, all the waiting, is generating in you a strength that goes beyond what you can imagine. I am preparing you for great things, for an abundant life filled with purpose and joy. And this is only possible because I am with you in every moment, strengthening you, guiding you, and loving you with a love that never fails. So today, I want you to rest in me. I want you to release the burdens you have been carrying alone and allow me to be your support. I want you to remember that no matter what you are facing, I am greater. I can give you a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that does not depend on the circumstances around you. And this peace is available to you now if you simply trust in me and rest in my love. I am here holding your hand and walking alongside you at all times. Even when you feel that the world is falling apart, when the winds of uncertainty blow fiercely and it seems there is no way out, I want you to remember that I am your refuge. There is no storm that can bring you down, for I am your shield, your fortress. And even in moments of greatest fragility, it is I who sustain you. Have you ever looked at the horizon and wondered when calm will come? I know that sometimes it seems that despair is the only faithful companion, that struggles come one after another without pause. But I tell you, my child, that no matter how difficult the path may be, there is an end to this darkness. There is light. There is peace that is already being prepared for you. The journey may be long, but it is never in vain. Every challenge you face is shaping you, building in you a stronger faith, a more resilient spirit. I know your heart like no one else. I know the nights when you cry in silence, the doubts that insist on invading your mind, the exhaustion that often seems greater than you can bear. But I want to remind you that I never required you to carry these burdens alone. There is no burden that I cannot carry with you, no pain that I cannot alleviate. When you choose to hand over your worries to me, you are allowing me to turn your tears into joy, your despair into hope. Often the solutions you hope for do not come in the form you imagine, but I want you to trust that I am always working for your good, even when you cannot see it. My perspective is greater, my love for you is deep, and I will never allow you to go through anything that you cannot endure with my help. Therefore trust. Even in difficulties, I am preparing something beautiful and lasting. The answers are on their way, and they will come at the perfect time. I know there are moments when you feel that your faith is too small, that your doubts are too great. But I want you to know that I have never abandoned you because of your doubts. My presence does not depend on the perfection of your faith, but on my promise to always be with you. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and my love for you will never change. When you feel weak, that is exactly when my strength can be most clearly seen in your life. Do not fear your weaknesses, for it is in them that I show my power. When the world presses in on you, when the circumstances seem overwhelming, remember that you have a God who loves you unconditionally, who is always by your side. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. The promises I made to you are eternal, and I am faithful in each one of them. Even when it seems that nothing is happening, I am moving mountains in your favor. My work in your life is ongoing, and it will be completed. I know that many times you wonder if things will really change, if this pain will pass, if the promises I made will be fulfilled. And I want to tell you with all certainty, yes, they will. What I promise, I fulfill. What I started in your life, I will carry through to the end. There is nothing that can stop me from fulfilling the plans I have for you. And those plans are for peace, for hope, for an abundant life. I am working in your life, even when everything seems still. You may not see it now, but everything that is happening has a greater purpose. Every tear, every struggle, every moment of pain is being used to build something grand within you. I am strengthening your faith, shaping your character, preparing you to receive the blessings that are yet to come. And when you look back, you will see that the entire process was worth it. Pain will be transformed into joy, and the scars will be testimonies of my faithfulness. So, my dear son, my precious daughter, don't give up. Keep trusting, keep believing. Even when everything around you seems uncertain, I am your firm rock. Even when the future seems cloudy, I am the one who lights the way. I am with you now and always, and every step you take, even if it's difficult, is bringing you closer to the promises I have for you. Promises of life, peace, joy, and a future filled with hope. When doubts arise, when fear tries to paralyze you, remember that I am greater than any circumstance. No matter the size of your problem, I am greater. No matter the depth of your pain, my love for you is deeper, and I will never let you face anything alone. I am with you in every moment, in every struggle, and victory is already prepared for you. Just trust. I know that the path you are walking often seems full of obstacles and uncertainties. I know there are times when exhaustion takes hold of your heart, when your strength seems depleted, and you question whether it's worth continuing. But I want to remind you of something you must never forget. I am with you at all times, and there is not a single day when you are alone. Even when difficulties seem overwhelming, I am the one who supports you, the one who carries you in my arms when your legs can no longer go on. What you are experiencing now is part of a greater process, a plan that often goes beyond what you can see or understand at this moment. I know you have been fighting, facing battles that seem endless, but I want to assure you that none of these battles are in vain. Each one is shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the glorious future I am preparing for you. And although the path may seem long and difficult, every step you take is a step closer to the victory that is already reserved for you. There are times when things do not happen in the timing you expected, and I know how frustrating that can be. But it's important for you to know that my timing is perfect. I see the bigger picture, and I am working for everything to work together for your good. Sometimes, waiting is necessary, and this waiting does not mean I have been indifferent to your cry. On the contrary, the wait is part of the process, a preparation for what is to come, and what is to come will be greater and better than anything you could imagine. Trust that even when the doors seem closed, I am opening paths where you cannot see. Trust that even when answers seem distant, they are on their way. Your faith is what maintains this connection between us, and I see every gesture of trust, every step of faith, even those taken with fear and uncertainty. I honor your faith. I see the effort you make to keep believing, even when everything around you seems to suggest otherwise. And I tell you that this faith will be rewarded. I am not a distant God who makes promises and does not fulfill them. Everything I promised you will be fulfilled, in the right time and in the right way. And when that happens, you will see that every moment of waiting, every tear shed, was worth it. What I am preparing for you is something that goes beyond what you can ask or imagine. It is a peace that surpasses all understanding, a joy that the world cannot offer, a full and abundant life. You were created to live in this fullness, to experience the peace and joy that only I can give. But for that, you need to trust, to hand over your fears, your anxieties, your worries. I want to carry those burdens for you. I want to lighten the load on your shoulders. Just let me do that. Don't try to carry everything alone. I am the one who invites you to come to me, to rest in me, for my burden is light and my yoke is easy. In moments when you feel weak, know that it is precisely at that moment that my strength is manifested in your life. I do not expect you to be perfect or to have all the answers. What I expect is that you trust me, that you allow me to guide your steps. And when you do that, I empower you, strengthen you, and give you the courage to face whatever comes your way. There is nothing you cannot overcome when you are by my side, for I am the one who wins all battles. I know you feel the weight of your weaknesses, that sometimes you feel inadequate or insufficient for the challenges you face. But I want to remind you that my promises do not depend on your strength or your perfection. They depend on my faithfulness, and I am faithful. Even when you stumble, I am firm. Even when you stray, I remain by your side, ready to guide you back to the path. You are never beyond my reach. You are never so far away that I cannot find you. And when you feel weak, it is when my power can manifest most clearly in your life. It is in your weaknesses that I show my strength. Do not be afraid to be vulnerable, to admit that you need help. I am your help, your present help in times of trouble. And I am always available, always ready to support you, to guide you, to lift you up when you fall. You are never alone on this journey, for I am with you at all times. There is a purpose in everything you are experiencing. Every difficulty, every challenge is shaping you, strengthening your faith, preparing you for what is to come. And what is to come will be glorious. Do not look at difficulties as ends in themselves, but as a means through which I am working in your life. Every obstacle is an opportunity for you to see my hand in action, to experience my care and provision. I am building something in your life that is far greater than any adversity you face now. I am preparing you for something bigger, something that will bring peace, joy, and purpose like you have never experienced before. And I want you to know that no matter what happens, I will never abandon you. My presence is with you every step of the way, and I am always working for your good, even when you cannot see it. Trust that I am the God who transforms chaos into order, who brings light where there is darkness, who gives life where there is death. And I am doing this in your life. I am transforming what seems impossible. I am making a way where there is none. I am doing new things in your favor. Just trust me. Keep believing, and you will see the fulfillment of the promises I made to you. I will never fail you. My promises are eternal, my love is unwavering, and my faithfulness is constant. You can trust me, for I am the God who does not change, the God who loves you with an everlasting and unconditional love. And that love is working in your life now, preparing a future full of hope, joy, and peace. Every challenge you face, every struggle that seems endless, is bringing you closer to the promises I have for you. Stay strong, keep trusting, for I am with you in every moment. And the victory you are hoping for is closer than you think. I am the God of new opportunities, the one who turns the impossible into possible. And I am doing that in your life right now. Even if you don't see it, I am working. Even if you don't feel it, I am present. Every detail of your life is in my hands, and I am taking care of everything with love and perfection. Trust that the best is yet to come, and that the promises I made to you will be fulfilled. I never fail. Before I end this message, I want to make a special request to you. Do not let what has been said here today go unnoticed. God is calling you to a transformation, to a new phase in your life. He wants to lift your burden, renew your hope, and guide you along paths of peace and joy. Do not ignore this opportunity. Stay steadfast, with an open heart focused on God's promises. If this message has touched your heart, share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. God has grand plans for you and for everyone around you. What do you think about this truth? Leave your opinion in the comments and how God has guided your life. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to continue receiving messages of faith and renewal. Let's embark together on this purpose of living fully. May God bless you and guide every step.